I think for me, it's knowing that what we're doing is for other people. The listeners are the ones that connect to the lyrical content in the band and the message behind what we write about. So that's kind of what drives me is to keep firm to the understanding that we're doing this for someone else, before ourselves. Definitely, that's kind of the only reason I'm still doing this in a band, to be honest. Um, Man, I have a really big soft spot for kids that are very antisocial, kids that are in kind of detrimental gray areas in life. I never really had much guidance as a kid. I didn't really have parents that were around to teach me or show me things. So I guess I have a really big soft spot for the weird kids, the kids that are very withdrawn. That's kind of who I was growing up. So
I mean,
yeah.
like a lot of mental health disorders very evident in a lot of your lyrics. So is that something that you feel like quite
Yeah.
connected with people that you want
Definitely something I've struggled with a lot growing up. Something that, in society in general, our number one mental illness in our country is depression. So it's just in more and more conversations and connections I've had, I found it evident and apparent that I needed to write, more meaningful lyrics that had more validity, that kind of tackled more topical issues, over just writing songs with breakdowns with angry, angsty lyrics. Something that's kind of resonates with you and leaves you feeling something else other than just anger. You have a platform to do something with this band stuff, and it's as the platform grows, the opportunities grow. So it's I think it'd be kind of selfish to use the time I'm given here for myself to act like a rock star or have an ego or nobody in this genre is a rock star, so why act like one? I'd rather do something more constructive with my time.
What's probably been the most life-changing experience on tour while writing anything for you?
I think I get reaffirmed daily. The first time I met somebody that had my lyrics tattooed on them, which is a pretty regular occurrence now. That's one of the most resolved moments in my life when I feel that writing something in a detrimental time in my life was taken in such a positive way by somebody else that they embedded it in their skin for the rest of their life. I don't know, that's a feeling every time, even now, after doing this for all these many years that we have. That's an experience I just can't compare to anything else in my life. I kind of feel like I get asked this question a lot, where I'm at with God, and I guess if I'm being asked that from the author of their own life, my question to them would be, what is God to you? And that's kind of at a place right now for me where I'm not sure what that is. I can't just say that there's no such thing as God or I don't believe in God, because I've grown up, as a Christian for 3/4 of my life, So it's like, I think I'm right now just at a place where I'm exploring what that means to me. And, I'm not, that could be for a year, that could be for 10 years, that could be for the rest of my life. I don't know. At the same time, I just try to focus more on just being a good person, doing positive things for myself and others, focusing more on that and not worrying so much about my personal belief system or religious foundation. Just trying to do good things with my time on Earth. And there's a lot of things that I do behind closed doors that no one will ever know about. Things that I do to brighten or enlighten someone, or make somebody's day better, or even just a small friendly gesture to someone. And those are the things that no one will ever know about, but they're the things that I feel make me who I am and define who I am, what I do behind closed doors. I think there's this attitude a lot in life that you need to be perfect in order to be something, in order to label yourself something. So I think it's kind of easier just to not label myself anything and understand that I'm a screw up and that I screw up constantly. But also at the same time, I'm trying every day. I'm trying to better myself and do things for others. That's why I do this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what would you say is that for you guys?
I try to not get too invested in the long-term goals and the career side of being in a band. I have to. Being, I'm an adult. Getting to an older age, you have to kind of evaluate this as a career. But at the same time, this more so isn't about me or my career or my financial standing as a human being. I think a lot of times in society we focus on what we think we need versus what we actually need to get by. And I have such a unique lifestyle that I can get by on very little, which means I can continue this band for longer. So for me, I guess just having a connection every night, whether it's one, whether it's 100, 1,000, 10, whatever. That's the next goal, is to just connect another way with music or with my writing or with places I've been in life.
Yeah, that's
I think that's the goal. Yeah, one day at a time is the goal, and looking back at the end of the day and knowing you did something with music.
yeah.
Sure. I think for me, I didn't really feel anything when I did the low screaming stuff, the metalcore stuff, and I think just naturally progressing in music as a songwriter and as an artist, I wanted to deliver my vocals more authentically, more like less preconceived and more just in your face, and if I don't even know if we'll scream on the next record, to be honest. I don't even know if it's something I want to do anymore. Just kind of outgrown the animosity behind screaming in a way, to where I'm just really into different styles of vocal delivery right now. Low screaming just isn't one of them. Yeah. You got to do what makes you happy as an artist first. If you're doing things just to impress everyone else before yourself, you're never going to make yourself happy at the end of the day. You can't make everyone happy. You just have to stay authentic, and you have to stay truthful and honest to your craft and what you're doing and what you're saying. We'll see what happens. I never really plan anything. I just kind of go with how I feel about things, and we'll see. Yeah. My surroundings. I spent an entire year doing merch for the band when we released No Hope. So. And being that accessible for that entire year, I saw the things that kids are going through in younger America right now. So that's what I chose to write about. Things that I felt would be necessary to help kids grow and learn and aspire to do something better than harming themselves or seeing themselves as something that's false belief and not what they truly are. I struggled with all that stuff as a kid myself, so I have a big soft spot for stuff like that.